And so begins. On time, every time.
Sure. This is Michaela.
This is Peter.
Welcome back for part 3 of Alan Wake Remastered on the PS5. I have liked, actually, each time I start the game, this has a different splash screen.
Does it?
There's probably loads. There'll probably be one for each location, but...
And you think there's probably loads screens as well? Is that what you're saying? You think there's loads?
There's probably loads of them, yes. Lots of them.
Oh, loads of them, right. Not loads screens.
But you play the game, and go through locations so quickly, you probably don't get to see lots of them.
Don't you worry, you miss them. And it's like, shall I slow down? Shall I keep on going back to the main menu?
But let's just continue. What had we done last time? We'd just taken the zipline ride and it was terrifying. And then the game tried to kill us with a train. Right.
You could consider it our training.
Sure. But we're still trying to reach Mirror Peak, however you want to say it, depending on how northern you are.
What?
I feel like it's such an awkward word, Mirror, in my opinion. And I'm never quite sure how to say it.
Mirror.
And then I always second guess myself.
It's mirror.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Good trees.
Douglas firs.
Probably. No, I've had a 5-second break game. Come on. Hunting rifle. I like the shotgun as the thing, but I think it really does want me to use the hunting rifle. Oh. All right. What have you done? Okay. Let's keep going. No, Alan, you can only run for 5 seconds. Okay. Also, yes, I did want to say a correction. Last time I talked about the mining section, and it was oh, this is one of my favorite moments of the game. I was talking about a totally different game. I was talking about Silent Hill.
Downpour?
Was it in Downpour? Where it does the freeze frame scare, and I always remember that as being this game, and it's just not this game. But they have a lot of similarities, and I've just forgotten the plot of Downpour completely. It does not exist in my head.
I wish it didn't in mine. Cauldron Lake. The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake, is a caldera lake, or a caldera... What did it say? It pronounced it caldera.
It said it really weird, but I couldn't tell you how.
I'll say caldera. Caldera Lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then, the underground activity was comparably mild, I should say. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folk tales. It is a popular recreational area for the area residents. Or, as I would put it, it's a popular recreational area for the residents.
Too many uses of area, admittedly. So does that mean down here is Cauldron Lake, over there, I guess?
I looked it up, and what happens is a volcano erupts and lets out some, lava and ash, some burning hot magma, and then it collapses in on itself where the lava erupted onto the surface. Or magma. Anyway, and it forms a sinkhole, and then you'll get a lake that forms around it, and on the centre of it, where if there's still some land there from the eruption, it's called a wizard's island.
That's
and it's
cool.
So these are all real terms, and a caldera is, yes, it's the sunken bit at the top of a volcano. I was going to say something else as well. It's like for the residents, and it's like the tourists probably like it as well. It's a bit of a strange.
It's like, did no one actually read it out loud and like do the standard editor thing and make sure it actually reads properly?
Flows.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow. Ow.
Oh, you need to stop throwing things at me.
I don't know why you're slowly walking towards him when you haven't... Yeah, that's right. Another correction. I was talking about the film, Fire Walk with Me, where the guy who looks after the trailer park, and I say, oh, he even has the limp from the film. He doesn't have a limp in the film.
Does he now?
No, it's just the guy from Alien.
Right, is that who right? We're both wrong at times, but also right.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, some gnarly looking trees. I did think this seemed like a likely spot.
Nalia Gillespie.
Sure. Oh, this way?
Oh, when are they going to remake Silent Hill 1?
It deserves it, is the thing, absolutely. Right, I've got other guns I should use.
The flare gun you really like, I thought.
It's very good for when there are many enemies.
Yeah, clearing crowds.
Do I only have the one type of flare as well? Yes.
Rather than a flare.
Well, because you have the explodey ones, like the police ones. Flash grenades, that's what they're called. Actually, I'm going to look over the edge here. This is another bridge that is...
As in, this grenade is showing off. It's a flash grenade.
Yes.
Right?
Sure. But I spy a page. Manuscript page. Mott at Cauldron Lake.
Mott had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
This is a bit like, so what actually happened in real life? Did we just show up at the lake and then both just dissociate that we went into a cabin?
I mean, the victims of the dark presence do come across as like...
They're not all there.
They're not all there. So maybe that was you. Maybe it's like, I must go to Cauldron Lake now.
I guess. That seems safe. Oh, kick. Okay. Oh. There's some ruins here. I see you over there. I'll come for you. Hop. Wait a minute, there's no door. How bizarre. Assuming I have to go down. Right?
She chose down.
It's very one way.
You seem to be kicking things a lot in this
I am rather
episode.
kicking a lot.
Tom. C.
Cynthia, whatever she was called in Thomas Zane.
But she was called something Jagger, I thought.
Yeah, so did I thought that. Oh.
Tom.
I miss you, Tom.
You talk to me on TV, Tom. Tom, I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane.
Yeah.
So what's the look at the love heart again? Is it definitely CW? Yeah, pretty much.
I would read that as a W, yeah.
So who's CW?
Is there definitely nothing in here? It doesn't look like.
I have no memory of this place.
It has been a long time since you played Alan Wake, to be fair, and I never did. Don't do that.
Good creaking.
This whole thing feels ready to fall over.
More flares.
I don't think I can get out the window, so I suppose I must have to go up.
Up the stairs. Flare gun. No, she's just, nah, can't be bothered. Oof.
God, sometimes he just stands there and takes it.
I'll make them all pay. Oof. You may be overdoing the flares.
No, it's fun. I suppose I could just up to the shotgun and behave.
Really?
I used to fly a stick that time, not the flare gun.
Oh, so that doesn't count as a flare.
Is that all of you? Are you done? Being rude and making me squeak? You'll make me feel better, coffee thermos. There we go.
Collectibles will help.
Sure.
Everybody wants diamonds. Diamonds!
I know the stuff's to be used. It doesn't let you save it, to be fair.
I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Does it?
I don't think he's saying it has to be a boat because there's a light.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
I suppose, yeah, I'm sort of going, well, why not a car or a really powerful flashlight?
Wake wakes up in the lodge.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Yeah, I don't trust the doctor at all, shockingly.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah! Ah!
Which does rather beg the question, where's my wife?
I did get the feeling they didn't have his wife, because it's like, at no point have you ever actually really talked to her, and it sounded like her.
Oh yeah, it was like robot or recording or...
Oh, jeez. Occasionally he'll just keep walking, even though you, like, let go of the stick. He just keeps doing a couple of steps. It's a bit worrying.
Oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died. I was cut from her belly with a Stanley knife. My daddy did a jig with a drunk midwife. Who's that yonder all in flames, dragging behind him a sack of chains? Who's that yonder all in flames? Well, up jumped the devil and he staked his claim on me. Doomed to play the villain's part. I was the baddest Johnny in the apple cart. My blood was blacker than the chambers of a dead nun's heart. Who's that milling around the courthouse steps? Nail on my face to the hitching fence. Who's that milling around the courthouse steps? Up jumped the devil and off we crept. From the lynching rope, who's that yonder laughing at me like I was the brunt of some hilarity? Who's that yonder laughing at
Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Couldn't get a change of clothing.
Yes, admittedly, you'd think you'd at least be in like pajamas or something.
I woke up as usual at the clinic in my clothes, fully dressed with the same plaster on my face as from... So you have not been here a while.
No.
I don't believe it.
No.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
We'll follow the doctor for now.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Cool. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ, in the memory of a dear friend and a poet. I'm assuming his friend was called Time Zone?
Cauldron Lake Lodge, 1912.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
It's alright.
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm
obviously
the one
loved his
trying to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Ew.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
It's like, are you inspired by someone who told them video games are trash?
Probably. Can you go talk to the... Oh. No, you've discovered something more important.
Sorry.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Yeah, it depends how much you want to wander off. You already didn't sort of look at doors earlier. I'm assuming you can go all the way back if you want. Does he leave all the doors unlocked?
I don't know. I've been mostly wanting to not miss anything, yeah, but he does sound like he's stopped for a bit now. The Creator's Dilemma, the engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartmann, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow, his groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy TM, and the flow TM, explained in his own words, now available in bookstores across the country. With, yes, his reassuring smile.
Can you go upstairs?
I will have a look in a sec.
No, he locks the door behind you, fair enough.
This one's open.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
I'm not sure it looks that much like me, but thank you.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Does it mean does the storm look an awful lot like a deluge of darkness?
Yeah, that doesn't look like a normal storm, and that's the direction the doctor's gone, unless this is safe to go through, but I suspect it's not really. Okay, and then yes, I will try upstairs before I go talk to the doctor. Yes, what I was going to say earlier is it's like, people are right to give games a bad rap for going like a mental illness. It's just that straightforward. Because it's like, no, I don't magically have a mental illness because my wife died. Like, if your wife died, that's horrific and you should be sad. That's a natural reaction to someone dying. That's not a mental illness. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Enjoy this.
A beginning. A primordial forest. The colors of the fall. The mist. A caldera lake. Silence echoes. Loud. It's too late to hear the words. The man, naked, crawls to the shore. Like a birth? To say that would be a lie. Nothing like a birth. The opposite. He staggers to his feet. A carcass of a deer lies on the shore, rotting amidst driftwood. The man is afraid, beside himself. Who is he? He doesn't himself know. Dark waves have washed it away, a blank page where this horror story will be written. He remembers darkness, feels the shadow pressing down on him, coming after him. He must get away. He runs to the forest, to a fate worse than death.
We've got a white knight on a white horse and a dark knight on a brown horse.
I was going to say, it's a bit of a nightmare scenario to sort of, you visit a doctor and he just locks you in his clinic.
Yeah,
because he's not a good doctor. He's a bad person.
That is something out of a horror story.
And it's the sort of thing which occasionally happens.
Yes, yeah.
And there was a good episode of Fringe where that happened.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
I'll remember that for later. Yeah, Walter Bishop visits his old clinic and they just inject him with a sedative.
And then he misreacts, and then they go, no, we were justified in locking him up.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's always the worry when I'm exploring while you're talking that it's like, it will say something.
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
But Michaela spotted something which is more important to her than the plot of the game.
Hey! Also, I can't actually run in here. It doesn't let me. Even if I press the button. Good view, admittedly. Dear God, Emerson.
Video game developers.
I do also like the owl. That's where we just were as well.
Yeah, I think that's where we started.
We've sort of just done a bit of a loop.
Well, he was giving you a tour of the facility.
Yes, yeah. Right, I think that's a lot. Evening. You alright?
That's a bit more interesting.
What a strange picture. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialised help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes.
Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, TM, and its sister method, the flow, TM, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them.
I'm not here voluntarily.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth. And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Do you just hate fun?
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
You done?
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake, a place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
I want to go home.
Okay, genuinely, are they done?
Hopefully.
Because it feels like they kept on stopping, and then just stopping just enough so that you think, oh, they're done. I could, and then they would start talking again.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's nothing you've done. I mean, it's probably just rewarding you for sticking around.
Yeah, well, it's like, how do you know to talk to the lamp lady if you just ran off before then?
Night Springs, the board game.
I did think that was
like
a nice
that.
detail, yeah.
I like the way they're just going, oh, so here's the plot. There's this old witch lady and she steals it. It's the Dark Presence, right?
Yeah. But the lake brings you power as well. I wasn't sure if there was anything else. Or was that it? Are you good?
I can't even remember what I was going to say.
I know.
It was hours ago.
If it comes to you, that's fine. It's just things will probably happen when I go outside, so I wanted to be sure you were okay.
I want to get in there to watch Night Springs.
I'm a bad dream. You can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there.
I'd go and talk to the nurse. She's more interesting.
These two.
Because I'm in charge now.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Thanks.
Let's stand together.
And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces.
Did he talk about mullet time there?
Yes.
It's the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching it like a hawk.
I do like that everyone talks. Yes, yes, they do. We already got your speech.
Hey, usually it's welcome.
So yes, this game just has so much dialogue. Yeah, we ran for more than like 5 seconds.
Okay, back to your room then.
I guess, yeah.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
God, he didn't blink for like a solid minute there. Must be painful.
Is this someone else's room?
Yeah, I'm never sure if that's a good idea. Do you think I should? We've got a Night Springs, the board
video game.
The video game by Remedy. What might be some snacks? Was this the game designer's room?
Yeah, this is the game designer. Some sort of convoluted board game.
Mm-hmm.
Night Springs, the...
I think that's the box. I think it is also the video game.
Okay. And that's a console and a TV then. Death Rally.
Mm.
Got DeSoul Lane. So one of them will be the artist, the painter. I'm assuming that's this person.
Yeah.
And I didn't catch what the other person was. Also, it's amazing how much contempt that guy had for creatives whilst also serving them.
Creators. It's like, yes, because he makes money off serving them, to be fair. That's probably all it's about. Or also sort of doing the, well, he feels more powerful because he's involved in them creating somehow.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get us there? Come! I don't know. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Can't actually see where they are.
Things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Did he just hit someone with a hammer?
Oh, what was that?
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Oh, it's here. Oh, we've got a couple of these actually. So, Tammon's Zane's writing and assistant.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Barry in the lodge.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
I mean, you don't get to just do that to normal people just because you want a monologue, right?
We're on a comeback tour, baby!
I don't think it'll actually let me get a peek of them.
Well, not until you go downstairs.
Oh, am I not trying to sneak out this way? I thought I maybe was. Okay.
No, I think it's just waiting for you to go downstairs. I don't think there's anywhere else to go.
It's lit up, so that sort of figures in it. That's where it would want me to go. Oof.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Not convinced anyone deserves to get hit with a hammer, but okay.
No.
It depends if they've kidnapped you. Is that what it's implying? If they just kidnapped these people, really?
I think so, yeah.
Seize your destiny!
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Birch. It's time to pay the piper!
Because when he had the little squeaky toy hammer, I kind of thought they meant like he'd hit her with that hammer.
Since you're so tough, Birch. We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal knave!
Plus, it's very difficult not to like those two.
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
Oh, there's like a strange shimmer there. Yes, there is. There's like a texture that's not quite right.
Children of the Elder God! Scourge your light upon the dawn!
Good for them. Yes, I didn't really get to look at this, admittedly.
Oh, that's the jerk.
Caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
It's like, why would you just have a massive incriminating photo? But whatever.
Well, it's not a massive incriminating photo, it's just the people who were on it.
I suppose.
Hartman, do you hear me?
That's Barry.
Yep.
Inside of us, there are 4 wolves.
I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me.
He's fine if we listen in for a bit.
Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way, jerk. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. What, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look.
He does have a weird guy look.
I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
Not even going to save my...
I will, it's just I don't want it to, like, rush ahead.
That's the Axeman from the original scene, I think.
On the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Some of those are quite interesting looking. Map of the area.
So is that whole thing essentially the volcano and the
Yes.
Cauldron Lake is in the
And it's
the
an
top
active
of
one.
it?
I thought it was funny when it sort of goes, and it's still considered active. It last went off in the 70s, and I'm like, so in terms of geological time, a second ago,
Yeah, that's not that long ago.
or a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Not very recently.
Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Turns out the evil is Hartman. It's always people. There's a dark presence, and it's not as evil as the evil people.
Should we play the tape?
Yes.
And yes, that one on the left says Alice Wade there.
Alice.
Wake.
Right.
What did I say?
You said Alice Wade.
Did I actually? Oh, okay, sorry.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Is that so? I also can't help but think, well, she's well-intentioned. That's not really how you help people. They do sort of have to want to get help themselves. Otherwise, you're just kidnapping them. Right? I guess let's go save Barry.
I mean, there's sort of a process for helping people who don't want to be helped, and that's not it.
That's not it, no.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
Why is Barry a fish?
Next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that vet gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
So that wasn't Rose's fault. I don't blame her, right?
No.
Do I have my gun? Can I take a swing at this? I look so annoyed.
It's mostly just weird because you walked in and he's going flop, 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 flop,
Yes, he
flop.
was like fish mouthing with big mouth movements, but then it seemed to reset itself. I was trying to turn to see if I was doing it.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Good smirk.
I had to find a way out.
But first...
Also, is it me, or do all these, like, remakes not run very well sometimes?
No, not really.
That was quite twitchy as well.
And yes, I did quite like the evil smirk, but I'm like, surely we're making another shadow monster to come chase us, right? So Hartman watches Wake fall.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
It's like we were the big fish you wanted all along.
Also, it is pretty evil. You can get that with your torch. It is pretty evil, so... Ooh.
I can't bring the torch up is the thing.
Maybe you're not getting that then. Or going in there. But like lying about how long you've been there and things like that's like really... Well, evil.
To get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Upstairs. Even though there's torches everywhere.
Yeah.
You need a generator.
Ah.
I thought I needed a key though.
I mean, we have the keys, I think, is the idea.
Has outside become a miasma too?
Yes, it is rather. Oh. Didn't mind. Premium something, I can't tell what it is.
Also, I take it back when it's like, you're using too many flares. You're not. You're
They're
using them
all
before they
gone,
get gone
yeah.
again.
Yes, that was part of my logic, is that I keep not getting to use them anyway.
Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Well, because like I say, he did seem to have contempt for quite a lot of them.
Yeah. Never sure if it's like, is it like he's jealous of people who can create situation?
It's probably part of it, yeah. Ah. The darkness is powerful but dumb. Ow.
Ow! Stop hitting me.
You probably needed to break through that door as well.
I'm trying to dodge at the last second is the annoying thing.
You are so close to death.
He'll recover after a bit is the thing.
Oh, there we go. He's recovered as much as he's going to, I think.
I just want some breathing room to get out there.
Al! I'm here!
Thank you. I'm just going to do a quick perimeter whip round Barry, just in case. Actually, it seems to have calmed down now.
Hey, come on! Where are you going?
1 second.
This way, hobbitses. There's a flask there.
We didn't really get to look at the front of the place, to be fair, so... This is the lodge proper. Oh, it is full of darkness.
Yep.
Suspended by Lauren Miller, 1989. Good year for sculptures. And for Michaela's.
Mm-hmm. Keep on seeing flashes everywhere as well.
Yeah, it's one that's Barry's torch, but
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al!
thank you.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look
Oh, okay, let's just run.
The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
I got a pistol and 2 flares.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you think you are, Alice in Wonderland? Why is there a hedge maze?
It's the sort of thing Hartman would have. I quite like it,
I
actually.
suppose, yes, you would, wouldn't you?
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
That's fine.
More batteries. It's fairly generous with items, but then that's probably to do with the difficulty mode you're in as well. Ooh, manuscript page.
Yeah. Wake sees the old gods stage.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
That sounds good. We do want some more bullet. Sort of assuming this is the way forward. I'm just going to check back the other way. God, Alan, can you let me run for more than 5 seconds? Yes, this is a dead end. Okie dokie.
We took some killing.
He did rather.
Hartman and the power failure.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Hartman time? Hi. Oh, it's one of the orderlies.
Is it not Hartman?
No, I don't think so.
No, it isn't. Fair enough. The placing the flare down seemed to work quite well.
Yes, it was helping with the birds, but I'm out now. Get away, a lot of you. Right. As
more flares.
A resupply. Oh, you. Fuck off.
So it's like even without the dark presence, you still would have came to this town, you still would have been kidnapped by Hartman.
Very much so. Mott in charge.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ew. But okay.
Whew, nearly got you.
Gotta be faster than that. I do feel a little better at some of it at times.
Good.
But yes, it has been a frustrating road to get here. God, it's been very miserly with those flares.
And there's been lots of oncoming traffic.
Oh!
Wheelbarrow of death. Oh, you're so not thorough.
Should I do the other one? Is that what you want me to
Yes. You have to do everything.
do? I'm sorry, I didn't do both.
Barry attacked by a taken.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
I hate it when the world explodes.
Emil made Tom do it.
Emil?
Yeah,
That's not CW though.
His young assistant, or
I'm assuming it was the
editor?
Dark Presence.
Yes, yeah, very much so.
The DP.
I can't get up there, can I? No. Nice water effect. Oh, is it just okay?
What do you do? Oh, right. Out of ammo for one of the weapons.
Yeah, I was just hoping because there was so many of them that I could just shoot them with the, but that's fine.
Don't you have a shotgun as well? Would you not rather use that?
I do, but I don't have a lot of ammo. I figured I'd keep it in case there was another orderly or... Yes, we get to
Or a chaos
Hartman.
Could be either.
I suppose, yeah.
Restored. There's the thermos and some more equipment over there. Is that another hunting rifle?
No, it's
No, it's a shotgun.
Just give us a little bit more ammo. Is that Barry?
I think that's Barry.
And that's a page. This is Hartman sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Yeah, I did think it kept focusing on the plaster on his nose. It's like, yes, I think we did that the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Damn it.
Slamming shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Are you kidding me, Barry?
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
up, Barry.
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Oh, where did he come from? Same place that one did. There's one behind you.
Are you though?
I'm not even convinced he says the same thing each time. I'm assuming he finds it once you've killed all the enemies.
Probably.
Here it is!
Actually, can you just leave now?
Is
You
that
don't have to
right?
kill all the enemies.
Right.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
It's like, how do I keep on ending up in these situations where I fall down cliffs, end up with no gun?
It just clears your inventory out, like,
all the time.
On the regular?
Yeah. It's like there's no saving stuff.
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! You okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
I really like Barry. He's definitely my favourite character in the whole thing.
He's genuinely like a comic relief, but without him being the joke, really. Because it's like he is a bit of a jokey character type, but.
Moving down here! Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry! Yeah! Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Good for you, Barry.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster.
He really does have your cutout.
Also, I wonder if the DLC's any good. Are we playing it, or?
Yeah, I was going to ask if you would like to play it, because you actually haven't played the DLC.
No. I've played Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I don't feel the inclination.
So I'm not going to play that. I'm also looking forward to the second one.
Yes.
I'm hoping it's a more modern game design.
Yeah, because it's like I've played Control, and admittedly you haven't, but I really enjoyed Control.
Oh, well, they're even supposed to be linked story-wise.
Yeah, one of the DLCs is basically Control, is my understanding. Like second guessing where I should go. Stop being freaky. I don't have any health to deal with this.
You've got full health. Well, you had full health.
I should do the hide.
Sorry if it's freaky deaky.
Hide behind things. That's the idea, right?
And stand in the light and then it won't be able to hit you, right? Or it might be able to, but it won't last long after it hits the light. Like, where the light is pointing.
That's fair enough.
Rather
yeah.
than right next to it. You probably want to use your torch a bit on them, have we?
I don't have a torch.
You don't have a torch?
That's where I'm like, no, I am vulnerable.
Oh. You're dead. Does that light restore your health as well?
No, not really.
It's only the big overhead ones then.
I can see there's a page down here. Ow!
What a strange noise.
Yes. Yeah, if I wasn't an easy, I'd be pretty screwed. Walter at the Anderson farm.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch.
You're laughing at the booby hatch, aren't you?
It was useless. He didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Oh. Let's get out of here. Sorry about that. Yes, my health does regenerate slowly on its own anyway.
It probably doesn't in more difficult modes
Yeah,
either.
that's what I mean. I think I'm saved by being an easy most of the time. Just get the timing wrong. I'm either too early or too late.
You know, I do think that's partially why you're having so much trouble. Hello.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
It's not on yet, but when it is, that's what you'll need to do. there a generator somewhere, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm following some cabling, admittedly. But first...
Nightingale arrests Wake.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
That's messed up, yo.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, like, someone's told them we're doing something really awful and that's why he's so determined to get us. But I can't remember what exactly.
Probably that you killed your wife.
Oh, maybe. Oh, really? Is that all I get?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was hoping for a light to stand in for safety. So I can take a break.
Heal the health.
No, so I can take a break.
Oh.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
You like this, facing the enemy without a weapon?
Kayla does not like this. Fuck.
I don't think you're going to get it now.
I can't even move. It's just not letting me. I'm assuming because I'm not supposed to survive if I can't do it in one go.
I mean, I would have just moved on.
I could barely move because they kept thumping me, that's what I mean.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ooh, what did that say? Go back. Shine your light at that board behind you.
This one? Ah, okay.
I think we've seen that one before. It says, trust no one in the dark.
Yeah, like I'm saying move and run, and they're just going thump, throw the thing, thump, throw the thing.
Better?
Yes. Give me a break, game. We're back, and like last time, there is a pause screen blurb.
Is there? Oh, get to the farm. After losing his flashlight and gun in the car crash, Wake attempts to reach the Anderson farm and Barry, who has gone ahead to secure the area. In scare quotes.
So I came from there. Assuming I'm not going that way, I guess I'm going this way. Oh yeah, we can see it down there.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Leaping before looking. Oh, it's a little campsite.
Switch to a heavy-duty flashlight.
Let's do that.
We got
Batteries.
no gun though.
Thermos.
No gun, though.
No.
Tent.
No gun, though?
No.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
That cabin, I take it, yeah. Oh!
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
It's just making me think of the, that game in Canada with the gnomes, the puzzle game.
Mm-hmm. Puzzle Detective.
Yeah, makes me think of that. It has a guy in a spacesuit. The Dark Presence at Large.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Go back. Pick up the flare.
Oh, I didn't see it. But it is just their flares.
Well, drop them if you don't want them.
No, that's still really useful. But yes, please feel free to point things out. Don't always catch them. You're going the wrong way.
I'm thinking you're wandering quite far off the path. It's quiet.
Oh.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I thought it might help. Just to protect me.
Last one. The patients escaped the lodge.
Yeah, they did.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Shotgun?
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
But it's so bright.
Shotgun ammo. And a message.
The taken are filled with darkness. That's a lot, yeah. What? How do I get that?
Go behind the wall.
Oh, okay.
There's Mary's bed.
Oh, it is very, isn't it? It's like a... I thought it was like a historical plaque, but it's not.
I think it might be a historical aircon.
Can't actually tell if it's worth going down there. I don't
Yes.
think. Is it?
Probably. But maybe not. safe.
Wait, where are we heading? I suppose this way.
Yeah, towards the yellow dot on your radar.
Yeah, I always forget about the dot on the radar.
Oh, I hadn't noticed. In the face. I'm innocent, Peter. Nice. No batteries, like.
No, I guess I'll leave that for a bit.
You do have flares.
Oh yes, I do, don't I? I don't think I needed that
Drop it down, run.
behind the tree view game.
Because you've only got to get to this next bit, so.
It's very dramatic, isn't it? Come on. No, keep going.
Just a little further. There you go, safe.
Calm down, game, calm down. Oh, okay.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Because we're not sure it's actually Barry inside, right?
I don't think it is.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Where's it even coming from?
I
Outside?
think upstairs. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe
Downstairs?
It's outside.
There's a downstairs as well. Oh, well, maybe there isn't a downstairs, there's just a door.
The front door was locked.
I'm just supposed to jump over it.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Moving swiftly on.
Yeah, like we did, probably.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is bad writing.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
And now we get an idea of what's really going on.
So this isn't really happening. This is a story we're writing.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
You left your shovel behind. There we go.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
But first...
Well, you can enter the car in any direction.
Very good.
Oh dear. Oh, but there is a box.
Yeah.
Bro. Flare gun. Shebang. Ooh. Flashbang.
Yeah, we haven't actually had flashbangs in ages. I feel like I can hear breathing.
You can. Or could. No, it's still there. Go up the stairs.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, there isn't a downstairs.
I was right all along.
Also checking the back garden just in case. Aha. Manuscript page. Hartman considers Mott and Wake.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
It's for pooping.
I know, I just making sure there was nothing in it. We haven't had a driving section in a while.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Barry's fine.
New York's finest.
Should I go the wrong way though?
Maybe.
So, like, it does sort of feel like
Pick up more supplies, why
it
not?
punishes me for doing it as well.
It's another vehicle as well that you could take if you wanted.
Ah. But there are extras for venturing off the beaten track. Nice, nice. quite happy with the vehicle we've got.
Little watchtower.
Yeah, I'm thinking if there was something in there. It's surprisingly open when it like lets itself be open, as it were. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. It has sections where you can sort of play it a
Where
bit
you
more
want,
open world
yeah.
style and go and collect things and see stuff. Still want you to switch to that rifle.
I mean, I suppose I could.
And we have another radio segment as a reward for exploring, I assume.
Yeah, let's listen.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
What is this music?
Very.
Oh no, it is music now, yeah.
In cars. Whoa.
Oh, that was slippy, yeah. Damn, yeah.
Oh, so you can't just run them down as well.
Am I supposed to go in here?
Yeah, probably.
Jesus. Just walk me right into them, why don't you?
Use your torch to defeat it.
I was actually trying to back off and it didn't really seem to want to let me. It's a
You
bit-
haven't collected everything.
bit annoying.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old.
It sounds like the police are wondering where your wife is.
Jesus. God, it's slippy no matter what you do. Let's try this way.
Sort of loops back around to that cabin.
I guess, yeah.
You can still get to the lamppost. Or you could go around it and get to the farm.
Should I not go back to that industrial thing? Was that actually the farm?
Yeah, you were at the farm when you died at the farm.
I wasn't sure if that was actually the farm, that's what I mean, but yeah.
You nearly got in. But there's a thermos.
Right, I'll give that another go then, yeah. No, I reversed the wrong way.
What do you mean you reversed the wrong way?
I don't always remember like the good timing, the good turning, like which way you're supposed to turn.
There's that lamppost again.
I
you
know.
like that lamppost.
I'm trying my best.
To hit the lamppost, yes. Kind of going around quite a lot. Ah, you'll get there eventually.
Okay, hopefully slightly more
Prepared.
yeah. Like, should I finish you off just so you're not chasing me?
I think another one's just spawned on top to the left. There we go. Another one over there.
Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, I feel like because I got so close, it was like able to push me left and right, and I actually couldn't back off.
Fair enough.
Which is a touch annoying, but the game has its moments. So I'm still going like over there though.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you do have to drop down to progress.
Right. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I was sort of hoping you'd be able to go in. Ah, this looks more promising.
Yeah, a little bit more supplied up.
So is that supposed to be Zane we can hear breathing?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's... Actually want to waste a fly right away. Oh, actually, maybe I should. It's like you have to actually let me get out the house.
Running through the door is a good trick, isn't it? That was rather unfair. Like rewards you for exploring and then it punishes you for exploring.
Yes, that's what I feel like I said before, that it's like, no, it does punish you for exploring to a certain extent.
nice.
Yeah, he got me last time, the butthead.
Is that a copy of your book?
Is it? Sorry, he has to lean over for a bit. Not sure it is. I think it's just wood texture.
Like the fans.
The brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
I like the idea of the even heavier duty light.
I'll grab it.
Pop a flare and pick it up.
Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! Goddamn turn of the century wiring!
What do you mean turn of the century?
This is fun.
I just like the way that you're gently caressing the contents of that cabinet.
Yes, that is quite fun seeing them all pop.
This is pretty much how I always wanted to go out!
There's a big one over there, and then I think that's it for now. Oh no. Spoke too soon.
Big finish.
Whoa.
That was quite fun, admittedly.
Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
That's probably my favourite bit. There's that and one of Barry's entrances later.
Ah, okay. We're gonna do a quick peek around just in case, but I don't suspect there won't be anything extra, but you can generally see it flashing from a fair distance. All the scarecrows are interesting.
Hmm. Like the instruction was get me scarecrows that look a bit like Vivi.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. You're cut out as good as new, right where I left it.
Thanks.
I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
You think you go up there and use the box?
You're having a look around first.
Yeah. Maybe I can see like hidden thermos in the distance or anything. And boy, is this a high-powered flashlight.
It did say heavy duty.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Barry, best character.
Yeah.
Actually, that would have been better than Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Barry Wheeler's Summer Vacation or something along those lines.
Something like that, yeah.
More Barry.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Oh, it's a longboat.
This stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
It's got you there.
Yeah, the whole band sound there was quite Black Sabbath-y. Which I've never been a massive fan of.
Yeah, I'm like, they're fine.
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in
Springs.
its soft embrace, somewhere between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a
real
way of
writing
forcing
job. What got
themselves
you
into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode: The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream. But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this. Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there. I don't know what that means. It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Oh... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm. Hey, something's happening here. Yeah? What's that? What? Can't you hear that? Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Just like the monster's always nipping at your heels and your legs don't take you anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Also like that Barry's here to just completely talk over it and ruin it.
Yeah. He seems like the sort.
Oh God, is that us?
Yes, but surely people sign up for that by clicking on the video.
Oh, I haven't had a manuscript in a while.
Not in a while, no.
The Anderson brothers in the 70s.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
I wonder if you can use it as a battering ram.
But it's interesting.
It's making the point that people are here who are artistic and are famous, and then once they're here, suddenly no one's heard of them.
Yeah, you've never heard of them.
So they were big in the 70s, but somehow no one's heard of them. Thomas Zane is a famous writer with, tens of, I don't know how many books he's got, 50 books, let's say.
Yeah, many books.
No one's heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's published.
Does it steal their fame or something? Or the darkness? The old gods of Asgard, the 1975 Ragnarok tour, be awed by celestial wrath and fury. They went to Seattle, Bakersfield, Long Beach, New York City, Newark, Detroit, Jacksonville, Tampa, New Orleans, and Baton Rouge. Good for them.
Which is French for red bat.
Thank you.
I'll ship it.
Do we have to?
Apparently not.
You just like them, yeah. Like, just let me hit you. You alright, Barry? Where did he go? Barry? Oh, it's a little chicken coop.
So, did we just walk past it?
I guess, yeah.
Oh. I didn't know if it was some sort of puzzle and we had to turn off the electric or something.
Need some breathing room to get my health back.
I was thinking just use the flare gun. Overkill.
Oh.
You have to, like, use the flare gun and then switch back to a not flare gun. But yes, I think easy, the main difficulty, doesn't make the combat trivial. It makes it so that you have more resources.
I suppose, yeah. I'm still having to fight a fair amount. You're right, Barry. You fucking legged it.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
You'll be examining this? He's got the right name and everything. Also, get us away out of what? There's nothing here. Do I just go back outside?
I suspect not. Especially with him waiting there.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
Oh, maybe you do go around then. Well, I mean, you have to... Oh, there's a door right there.
I just think I just didn't see it and didn't see it and didn't see it. Sorry about that.
Be careful, Al!
Careful's my middle name. Alan Careful Wake. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're fine.
Keep your eyes open, okay?
For coffee. Weird noise. Come on, do it again.
No. That is a big torch.
How high up does this thing go? And yes, it's one of those proper, like, chunky, is it 9-volt batteries are the big ones?
Grand.
It's like
It probably just gives you more batteries.
Yeah, it's what I've got.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Sure thing, Pat.
Sure thing, Pat. It's a generator, I think.
Yes, I'm assuming it's gonna do various lifting and shutting of things.
Ah, yes, that's going to open it.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
We got the touch.
We got the power. We got the elevator.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Seems I quite like the moonshine, which makes you think clearer, is just water.
Yes, but
from the lake.
Special lake water, yeah. Yeah, but could you look at the other stuff?
No. It doesn't matter. You've got a full inventory, is the point.
Where am I actually going to get Barry? I suppose it must be through here.
Mm-hmm. I think you just go into the house.
No, my objective is over there.
Oh. You get attacked.
Do I try and destroy it, or...?
Defeat the harvester.
Why is it just like right on... whatever. Well, it's not. We're not having any more of that. Calm down, game.
Okay.
I figured I'd be proactive, yeah. Are you okay? Hey, two flag gunshots to the what was it? Like a
combine harvester.
Combine harvester, yeah. That did the trick.
got the silo case. You can open the silo door for Barry.
Very flickery light. It's odd.
To the right, perhaps?
To the right. This one.
Yep.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man.
You don't got to tell me twice.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah!
Oh.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Little outside buildings. Been in that one, obviously. Alright, Barry, alright. I'm just picking up my pickups.
Yeah, what's it called? Valhalla.
Yeah.
You do just keep on opening it for him.
Yes, yeah. Good chainsaw in the tree. Okay, that's good.
Not seen anything around?
Oh.
Oh. Old gods know the truth.
Could have sworn there was a shiny.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
No, we will. We'll check everything.
Oh, I'll check your fuse box.
God, get out of the way, Barry. We've got a record on the wall. In the valley of my shadow, Asgard.
Oh, is that what the wolves are from?
Yeah, we've got a good stage here.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Is it not going to let you examine any of this
No,
without...
I guess there's like... Sorry, go on.
Without fixing the power, is all I was going to say.
Yeah. Weird, like, it's a round window with a square window on top. Is that fuse box upstairs for some reason?
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were on the booby edge. Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
Oh.
The mystery of the missing week.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Just the twin beds is very like, so that they just live together, I suppose, yeah.
I say Lady of the Light.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from.
It'll be the front room.
That's the whole reason we're here.
They're telling you to find the lamp lady.
Which they've already told us is the thing.
Crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
CW.
Yeah, I was a bit worried we'd just like forgotten her name and it was her.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
I love
Fair
just
enough.
like, you know what? Fuck it.
I'm sorry about that. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
James Joyce this time.
There's an altar wrought with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a light to the words the poet used. Now the muse she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace, and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened waves. Till in the stillness of wonder, and still in its misty crown, the muse she went down to the lake, and in the waves she drowned. And now to see your love set free, you will need the
searched in vain for his treasure lost, and too soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back as his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her eyes. We're in a morning gown, sweet words as her disguise. He took her in without a word, for he saw his grave mistake, and vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake. Now if it's real or just a dream, one mystery remains, for it is said on moonless nights they may still haunt this place. That's how you reshape destiny. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light still raving in the night. That's how